Hello, friends. Hi, how are we today? I hope we are all doing well. I am doing fantastic, just recovering from yet another cold. Uh, for the week of October 28th through November the 3rd, yes, I am fully 6 months behind. Don't want to talk about it. Okay? Okay? All right. Anyway, I am so excited to be planning with this kit. I went back and forth on this for like a really long time, but the bottom washi, I loved it so much, giving me kind of like muted Beetlejuice vibes, if you know what I mean. But then I have this Boo washi from Simply Gilded, and it's like one of the OG washis that I ever bought way back in like 2018. My goodness, it's perfect. It literally matches the kit so well. It doesn't look like it matches quite as well on camera. However, in person, it's the perfect like mixture of the purples and grays, and actually it matches pretty well on camera, but in person it looks even better. I am so happy I went with it. This was absolutely the right choice. I am so glad. But also I didn't want to get rid of the bottom washi. I think Christy chose the bottom washi very well for this kit, so very pleased with that. First things first, I decided to go into a scatter pattern because I had gone, I believe, straight across for the 2 weeks before. My goodness, I will link the other one up in the description. Oh my gosh. Ugh. You know it's spring because my cat has made his reappearance and he just likes being a nuisance. And he's constantly jumping up on my desk because he thinks that he can get outside. He can't. But anywho, very excited. Really, really like this kit. Really, really like how this week turned out. It was like a big week because obviously it was Halloween, but also I love the colors for that. Like most Halloween kits are like you would have seen in the last week that I put, but this one is, I don't know, I just really liked it. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, you can go follow me over there. I'm Canada Planner Girl, and you should follow me over there. I put a poll up in my stories just to see what color I should use pen, because I've decided I want to use my colored pens a little bit more, like match my pen to my spread like I used to do in the nostalgic days of 2017 before the world got to me. So I put it in my story and I did, do you think I should do orange or do you think I should do purple or just regular black? And overwhelmingly, of like, I think 30 or 40 people voted. Overwhelmingly, they voted for purple. There was about 5 people who voted for orange. I'm so sorry, friends. Purple it was. I think this turned out really well. It looks really nice with the purple. The only sad part is that the purple pen that I really wanted to use, because I haven't used it in so long, the ink dried up. So I was really sad. And then I had to use a different purple pen from Muji. I used the, Muji. It's not a clicky pen. It just has a lid on it. And it's just a 0.5 pen. Very, very nice. Very, very usable. And I enjoyed it. And so I think I will be doing this. Oh, it's running out of ink too. But anyway, I will be doing this more. And if you want to vote in my stories for what pen color I should use, if that is a situation, then go follow me on Canada Planner Girl. Into my sidebar, I wasn't doing anything special, but I did try something new this week. I just put, because Christy got rid of her this week header that she uses and that I loved. It was like my favorite thing in the world. However, she got rid of it. So I was like, okay, what should I do? She did have a this week script. So I went ahead and I put in that script just in the box. I didn't put anything underneath it. And then I did my 2 habit trackers and I added in a little bit more of the ghost washi, which is super cute. And then a little box for what I was reading. And then obviously my Monday through Sunday just for my meals, which I should put down right now. I just wrote it in. If you want to see the completed spread, it will be up on my Insta. Anyway, moving on to the important part, the day by day. So on Monday, I had a day off, and I just used a leftover house icon from the Prairie Planner. Then after that, I just pulled in from the kit the washing machine icon and a script. I did some laundry, as I want to do. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Doing laundry right now. It's pretty much all I ever do. And then we went to Costco for like our monthly big shop. Although I feel like we're there more and more recently. Costco's a problem, okay? Also, I have 2 children, and I was prepared for the teenage years. Like, I understood they were going to eat me out of house and home, but they have, like, eaten me out of house and home a lot at 2 and just shy of 5 now. So they're very hungry all the time. Anyway, that day I had a pediatrician appointment with my eldest, so I used a Maru from Paper and Milk to mark that. And then I had some quiet, he goes down for his quiet time. He doesn't nap anymore, as I said, nearly 5, 4.5 at this point. But he does take some quiet time, so he either plays quietly in his room, or he does there's homework on iPads now. What, such a weird thing. Anyway, does that. So I used the icons from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. and her font edit, and to note that I edited and uploaded on this day. And then a Stick with the Plan Co. mom with like the boots, the bag, the kid, and just to mark school pickup. She's my favorite. If there's a full sheet of her, I will take her. I don't think there is though. It was just on a sampler. Moving on to Tuesday, I had work in the office and I decided to go matchy-matchy with my little Paper and Milk icons today. Just to note that I worked in office, so I used a little flag. And so instead of just working at home and not having like any flag for that, just a little like oomph to say that I was in the office. Then I went out for lunch with my friend Ariel. It was really, really good. I think we had haka, which is delicious. Outstanding. Really enjoyed it. Anyway, sorry, distracted myself. Then, when I got home, I changed the sheets and I listened to a podcast. So the change sheets is from Fox and Pip, and then the podcast binge, those headphones are from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. and another Stick with the Plan Co. in there, just to note that I had played with the kids. We had a really fun time. I got Happy Meal from the Coffee Monsters Co. And my in-laws watched the kids after work. So I'm still in the phase where I'm marking that, but because they do it every single week, I think I stopped marking it at some point. Like, it just isn't something I need to mark. On Wednesday, I worked in the office as well. Again, same way I put it in for Tuesday. And this was a special day. I had a Starbucks gift card, so I went ahead and I went over to Starbucks. Definitely, I'm sure I got a pumpkin spice latte or some such nonsense. Then it was a no spend day. What do you guys think? Do you guys think spending a gift card is technically spending? I wasn't moving money from my account, so I don't count it as spending. Ooh, interesting. I'm questioning myself. Let me know in the comments what you think down below. Anyway, I had a no spend day. I was really excited about that. I do try and mark them just to be a little bit better. And then I got an ornament that I had ordered, a family ornament for Christmas from Hannah Lee Designs, and I used an icon from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. for that, and then the same Fox and Pip icon to note that my in-laws came to watch the kids. And then I did a general tidy of the house. I used a squish from Fox and Cactus and a leftover sampler pumpkin from the Prairie Planner to note that I did pumpkin carving with my big kid this night. My little kid had zero interest in it. Moving on to Thursday. Thursday was the day of the week. It was Halloween. I didn't really know how to mark Halloween, so I used that little like notebook with the girl with the pumpkin on it to mark Halloween, I guess, and just a scalloped label just to give it, again, a little bit more oomph. Then I used a squish from Fox and Cactus. I worked from home, and a Coffee Monsters Co. budget icon. Love to do my budgeting, usually a Wednesday or a Thursday. And then another clipboard from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. I edited and scheduled on this day. And a Fox and Cactus Fox. I started Caraval. I did not finish it. It is probably one of the only books that I have not finished. I will put a book down and I will come back to it weeks, months, years later. I read several books at a time, but this is a DNF. Like, I gave away the book set, do not have it anymore, did not enjoy it. My mom came over. It's her annual tradition of trick-or-treating with us. So she came over and I used a stick with a plan code to note that. And then we went out trick-or-treating. We only got 28 trick-or-treaters this year. I'm hoping in 2025 we will be getting at least 50. At one point we had 148, I want to say. So like, I do hope that we get more this year on the Friday. So it was a PA day for my big kid, and that was smart by the school, I think. So I just used a stick with a plan go girl for that. And another squish to note working from home. And then I had a cleaning service for the first time ever. I got a cleaner to come to our house, and I can't live without her. She is the light of my life. Cynthia. Love her. She's the best. So she came, and I obviously had to panic clean before she came. But I used the Planet Clean just in general to know that she came. I ordered family Christmas jammies on this day. It was a disaster. I don't think I'll be doing it again. It just was not successful. And then my husband and my big kid chose groceries. Honestly, I use this Teddy Plans Co. one only because I don't have bigger kids. Like big kids. From her. I should reorder at some point. So I'm just trying to use those ones up. And then I ordered the cake for my littlest birthday party this weekend. On Saturday, I didn't really have too much to put in. I did have far too much to put in on the Sunday, so I ended up mixing some stuff around, but we're going to go on Sunday. It was daylight savings. Awful. Just awful. Do not recommend. Hate with all my heart. So I have this sheet from the Coffee Monsters Co. My friend Rachel gave it to me. Shout out Rachel, my original OG. Anyway, it's spring forward and fall back. I'll only ever need one sheet of that. And I just put the fall back and then lost an hour of sleep because I am both of those things. The kids, my husband took the kids to the play place, which is since shut down. I'm so upset about it. And then I just noted with a paper and milk Maru that my littlest had his birthday party today. I don't know why I noted it in the morning. I guess because I had set it up for my day. I don't know. This is all over the place. In the afternoon, I ended up having to pick up the cake. Just childcare arrangements. My husband was doing other stuff to set up for the party, so I picked up the cake. Then during nap time, before I had my own little nap, which I used just some leftover pillows from Bunny Bear Plans, but I ordered my biggest school photos, and then I used another Fox and Cactus reading just to note that I read on this day, a substantial amount, and then another squish to note that I went to bed so early on this night. But what I did do on Saturday, which I don't know why I didn't note, was party prep. So I just used the balloons that I had set aside for the additional party prep on Sunday and put them, and then I flipped a half box to make it long so that I could note all the things that I had done on this day for my party prep. And then in the evening, my husband and I were like, let's decompress from having kids and having a full day of cleaning. So this was the spread. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Toodles!